And we are back, people, with my new PC that I've got all set up nice and shiny because, well, it just plays the game better now. Like, I have to say, from the games I've done, the smoothness is delectable, you know? Of course, I've had to cap the frame rate because OBS don't like being 60 frames per second. But outside of that, like, overall, this should actually sound pretty good. And because now I don't have to worry about, like, really just flicking off the screen to adjust audio when needed, which is great.
Mission start.
Anyway, we are pursue. Oh, this is a giant. So, anyway, I am using one of my new robots, Buster Robo, which actually just an edit of another robot with Robo Buster. So this is heavily edited from the original design, like by a wide mark. It also has no ranged weapon because I was too lazy to make any. Then I would just use this, what I discovered, which is how to use missiles. Because that does not mean I'll be able to hit everything. I have the aiming of a blind man. So it doesn't really matter because I'm sort of wiping the floor with these guys, and so all they're doing is meleeing. But if they were throwing out missiles constantly, I'd probably have it. I'd say they're still doing decent damage. Okay, you need to get out of here, good sir. Run away. Excuse me? What is... What was that? This guy... Okay, I did not expect that from the AI. I did not expect that from the AI. That caught me off guard. This is just going to take so long because I can't actually hit anything. Dodge that. Utter obliteration. Those shoulders that fit these things on for once. I wish there was rounder ones or like ones that actually look like they come out of the shoulders. Fortunately, there's not really ones that look like that. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna do one mission per like video. Just so I can like stretch this out in terms of content. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm just doing this to stretch out content. Otherwise, and also it's just fair to have shorter videos in my opinion. It means you don't have to deal with those super long videos. They've summoned their Quark army. Be gone! What is that thing? Excuse me? My face right there just went wide-eyed as possible, like, duh? What was that? This is why you have ranged people. Because that was like, what happened to my health? What's happening to my... What is it even destroying my shield? Something is in the sand. And it's an enemy, I can tell that for sure. Because it's aimed for me. Okay, we're just throwing out new enemies for the sake of it now. Here's another new enemy. Here's another one. Here's another one. There's new enemy galore, isn't it? But yeah, dodge those sandstorms. Because that absolutely eviscerates your health bar. Like, wow. I did not expect such a health evisceration right there. Fly over that. Get missile. Get missile. Oh, me, yes. I actually like this. You have to play a lot more smart now. Can't just crazily swing. You actually have to move and keep pace. I do also like that the area effect actually seems to at least stagger them. It doesn't really hurt them, but it staggers them at least. Because I remember the whole missile mission where it's like the missiles were also meant to hurt them, and it never felt like they did. It just felt like they did nothing. They didn't even stagger them. It just was constantly just you being targeted, which just was annoying. So it's simply. Oh, wow, that was actually killed them. Like, this is definitely going to be a boss, I feel. Like, usually every, like, 2-3 missions you get a boss. So there we go, worms. That juicy health bar, like, wow. I'm just putting everything I can into just cracking that health bar. Oh, I nearly got him to half. There we go, got him to half. Oh, jeez. That is a ridiculous attack. Well, I'm dead. That is some ridiculous attack. Like, I had no idea how to deal with that. I probably, if I had actually paid attention to what was going on, probably would have survived that. But I wasn't really paying much attention. I almost got him. Oh, two. Still not enough. Oh, it's doing that again. Yay. Okay, so it seems the best way to dodge that is to start on the outside, then jump back in. I have no missiles. Okay, and gonna need to wait for him to break that and then come out so I can slap him a few times. Okay, yeah. But I definitely figured out how to deal with those orbs. There we go. Well, that's the future, you know, how to deal with them. Pretty much when they're doing that big blast attack with orbs, you just gotta let all the opening shots fire out, then let them do the second bounce, and then you jump over them. Or if you got a lot of rocket fuel, you just stay in the air as much as possible. But still, that was a pretty cool ability, I'm gonna say. Well, that was an interesting fight. I believe it'll also give me access to the new upgrades, and I got like, what, 40 something credits of stuff to spend, so I could probably pop into upgrades with the extra credits that'll be added from this, which I think was like 10,000 or something. It tends to be around there now. So yeah, I'll probably be able to get like 2 upgrades. Unfortunately, the Cyclops units you faced this time were just a small part of the whole organization. But still, you got your machine bar parts back to a convoy L had prepared and escorted it back to the newly rented research center safely. You then returned to base without any other hassle and finally out from the pilot seat. And we're finally out from the pilot seat. It had been a week after the incident and you're drinking some tea in the briefing room. Look, okay, they need to... That was weird wording. I get what they meant, but it's just the wording catches me off guard just because of how I write things being very, very different. So when you just find stuff that's written differently to what you're used to, it's like, wow. You had your engineers modify a part of the pilot area next to the briefing room into a space that they could imitate for accurate long-range controls. Carl and Quinn are both working hard on the unknown object. What they say? Alright. At long last, we can start working on this piece of junk. Brianna walked from the doors across and stopped just a few steps from you with a cup of tea in her hands. You were reminded of how worried she sounded when the Cyclops member was instantly destroyed by the large Quark before it turned onto you. Thinking back, that was an extreme fight, wasn't it? Once again, you remember that Quarks can be extremely dangerous. Even with just one of them could be a formidable force. If they come in droves like before, it would take a lot of mass units to counter their attacks. You thought it was fortunate that we survived the encounter, but personally you'd like to get better so you can become an ace that can take care of any unexpected event. You gestured for her to take a seat beside you, in which she took up the offer. Finishing your cup of tea, you looked to her, and Rihanna noticed your stare, putting her cup down. What, Commander, is it? What is it, Commander? Why are you staring at me? Relaxing your stance, you asked her if there was any missions available that could help you become more formidable as a pilot. Yes, Commander. In fact, I just received a message from Miss Neon about a mission she would like you to try. However, let me have a look at them first. You understand why, right? No, then let me drill it into your head, Commander. You always accept anything like you're having fun, and I can't have you do that. It's too dangerous. Now, please stay put and relax. I'll come and get you once I'm ready. Okay, let's continue from where we left off. We're heading off to the development area. While you were loitering in the development area, looking at how your little genius worked on her part of the decoding process of the mysterious artifact, and delegating work to other programmers on your team, staying as quiet as you can to not disturb her work, the door behind you opens slowly. Here you are. Brianna scanned the room, lowering her voice the instant she heard Quinn clackerting away. What? You always wondered why Quinn doesn't like to use the digitized keyboards, but never had the audacity to ask about it. One should not have to explain their preferences on things like these. I don't mind, you can talk about it here. Well, turn around. Quinn seemed to notice how both you were willing to step out for your discussion. Well, thank you very much, Commander. Leon mentioned that there are a lot of regular missions you could participate in for the benefit of the WDF. I think she mentioned a way to challenge yourself and give benefits to humanity. It'll be fun. Brianna imitated Neon's smug face while she said those words. Anyway, I left all the details in the briefing room and was searching for you so we could start the talk. Why exactly are you here, disturbing Quinn? That's a misunderstanding. Who in their right mind would disturb Quinn's precious time? You move your hand in rejection of the notion and start explaining. You always receive in-house, so might as well be better to have Quinn develop some sort of training program like the ones you used in the WDF training facility while you were a student there. However, looking at the workload, you were starting to think of another plan before Rihanna came in. The training simulator, why would you want access to it? I can file a usage request if you like. You explained to her about the training programs you had while you were a pilot in training. Your instruction mentioned that various PMCs around the world use it to train newcomers for team building. You even visited one of the Valkyries during your training. Each PMC can use a course set by the WF instructors or create their own. If it is possible, Quinn might be able to help you create one that's suitable for your training session. I'll look into it then. Let's hope it doesn't cost anything, or at least not too much to use. Then maybe it's best to leave you here for a moment. Meet me in a few hours at the briefing room, Commander. Well, first, let's just pop in some upgrades if they're available. If not, we'll skip right to the next event. Yeah, there was nothing available. Guess we've still got a few missions to go before that. Which is why I'm saving up all my credits to immediately get those upgrades, because jeez. This game really punishes you if you don't save up for those next upgrades. Commander, the thing you tasked me with, it's done. Rihanna looked up from her desk behind all the stacks of paper on her desk. In this day and age, someone who still prefers to use paper still exists and is sitting right in front of you. She once told you that they are mostly drafts, brainstormings, and nonsense and that all important documents are already archived digitally. But before that, let me tell you about the offer Miss Neon gave us. Switching your focus back to her words, you listen to the mission briefing and the large screen in the room. First here is a place located right around a designated red area, one of the origins of the Quark incident, simply named the Red Line Battlefront. The Red Line Battlefront is an area where the WDF set their forward outposts, not just one, to at least deter Quarks from heading further into the area with shelters. Rihanna pointed at various pings around the point. You'll be participating in this battlefront with other PMCs, most likely WDF units, of course. Your mission is to defeat as much Quark as possible, which sounds ridiculously easy at first. With how the Quarks are, though, we do not have time to cleanse the area of void particles. That means the longer the fight goes on, the stronger the Quarks will be. It also has been reported that a few of these large flying Quarks have been circling the area, and that the secondary objective, hold on for as long as possible so it does not fly away and cause problems in the area. That'll be all for the first mission given. On to the next one. The second mission Miss Neon proposed is quite similar, but down south. The map moves straight down towards an area you visited weeks ago. Wait, was it months ago? You can't seem to differentiate the time that much now that you've been flying day in, day out, with days of standing by inside your max unit itself. Do you remember the Oxley power plants? The WDF had another reactor down south that can be overloaded on purpose to release an extremely devastating wave in the area. Each usage costs a lot though, and they wanted as many Quarks as possible to gather before activating the overload process. That's where we, as well as other PMCs, come in. Why don't they use it last time? I had the same question as you, so I asked already. We needed time to repair the walls and barriers after each use. Last time was during the repair, so we weren't able to use it. So that's it. We will be one of the decoys defending the place until we cannot anymore, retreat, and let the overload procedures take care of the rest. That will be all for the second mission given. Miss Neon mentioned a third mission, but it's a secluded mission which is just being completed. She says she'll contact us if the positions are open and we can apply for the next one, and we can leave it for now. As for the request you asked of me, I've sent programs you designed with Quinn to have Miss Neon review so we can Easily get approved with WF. She looked over and laughed while replying, This is sick. I'll send you a template to use our simulator machine. Just numbers that follow and you're going to have fun. The guys here are too laid back in their training and yours might be able to help me out. Should Miss Annie send us a detailed list of requirements, a usage contract, paperwork basically. We just have to sign and send it back after receiving approval with the program, of course. It's already done and the program was approved as soon as I sent it over. I wondered if Miss Neon even had a look at it. Whether I can't follow you two out, Commander. Your thought process is never mind. We can use our pilot seat to connect right into their system. So whenever you want to train, tell me and I'll have you visual up. And I'll be your visual operator guiding you through the program. Briefing over, Commander. Let's hope there's no big incident coming our way so we can get lots of training done. Whew! My soul! And more cutscene. No more cutscene? Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, what's the next mission? Oh, there is no next mission. I'm guessing we pretty much are at the end of Hunt, so challenges will be this. This is... Oh, okay, I see. So these are just the final mission challenges, I guess, which are kind of interesting. Oh, sorry about the beat. But yeah, you know, I might just slip this bit into the end of the video since there's no new mission, and then do like a video where we go through like the hunts, and then we'll do a video where we go through like individual challenges. I'm thinking that's how we'll do it. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, people. Like, comment, subscribe, share that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bell notification icon to max, and peace out.